Hello, everybody, and welcome back.
Welcome. Sorry for the long break. So remind me what was going on.
I'm trying to
summarize,
rest.
Halvar.
Yeah, I've got my long pig, I've got my new campsite, and I'm trying to rest for 6 days.
Okay. Well,
before I go back to the goblins and slay them all.
You're not going to make it 6. Let's pause and calculate our HP, consolidate our wounds. I think I'll go ahead and update your XP.
Okay.
Before I forget. Do the opposite of Neal. So there's one, let's do 175 times 4. I think you'll level up. Maybe we'll just take care of this at the very end.
Okay.
What XP do you have net currently?
300 out of 2,000.
Maybe you won't actually level up. 300. So then 175 times 4 for the for each of the.
That brings me to 1,000 experience.
Yeah, I'm gonna add to. I'm gonna give you a total to add to what you have now. Okay. Plus 10. I'll give you 50 each for the other berserkers, whatever, the boar warriors. Plus, I think having the skins is probably a treasure of their own, is it not? No
Who needs
there. Yeah. Okay, so I guess not actually that much. No oaths have been fulfilled or anything. So I guess we're looking at 850 experience.
Plus my 300 brings me to 1150.
Not enough to level you up, correct?
Right.
Maybe at the end here. All right, but we'll pass a few days. You gained 1 temporary HP from eating the heart of the fallen warrior.
Mm-hmm.
And then you will heal.
How many
days? For 2 days.
That's 6 HP.
For 6 HP, yeah, amongst your most severe wounds.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna wear a hole through that paper.
I will.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I made the HP box really, really big. Is that when you wear a hole through the paper, you can just move to the next spot. Mm-hmm. Character sheets are designed for that.
So you should be at 10 HP now, correct?
I'm at 11 by my count.
Okay.
Oh, I must have made a mistake somewhere. Hold on. 1, 2, 3,
I think you'll be at 10 with 1 temporary.
10, 11, 12. I must have mismarked HP because I have myself at 12. 6 days. Okay. Mismarks? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, according to my hand sheet. Because I might have been at higher HP than my token let on.
I'll trust your hand sheet, I think. Especially when we're, like, in the heat of the battle, I may enforce something like that. But here, now that we're, like, consolidating wounds... And
yeah. My hand notes are usually better than my digital notes.
So you're at 12? What's your maximum wound?
2. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then do you want to set the scene for us after 2 days? So you had taken up, made camp beneath the boughs of this weeping willow.
Mm-hmm. I'd made a small fire. I've been cooking my long pig.
Okay, you did make a fire.
Yeah, and I've been chewing on the bones and thinking on how the human bones look like goblin bones.
What have you done with the remains of the boar warrior? Have you
Well, Jeffrey...
Is there still a body there, or is he...
oh, yeah, he's propped up against the tree next to me. I have to have someone to talk to all these days alone in the woods. So I'll chat with him as I slowly devour Henry, bit by bit.
Oh, there's two.
No, just Henry.
There's one body.
Just one body, yeah.
Okay, the other ones are decapitated back at the previous camp, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Roll a perception check, and you'll have to roll pretty well. Well,
how about a 30? That well enough?
It actually is, yeah. On the third day, so actually gain 1 more HP. This will be dawning of the third day. You're sitting there. It's probably just like a little 10-foot clearing underneath this willow tree. Got a small fire in the middle. And yeah, the brook is just outside of the. Actually, like your campsite is probably bordering the brook.
Mm-hmm.
Corpse propped up against the tree, and you're probably sitting down, resting. You've got the boar skin draped over your shoulders, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'm wearing it around me. It's a trophy, you know? Mm-hmm. Weapons nearby, probably holding a bone and nibbling on it and maybe like scratching at it with a knife, trying to carve a goblin face into it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you hear the sound of approach or a scent on the breeze.
Mm-hmm.
Smell of tanned hides and the soft footfall of an approaching man. How have you prepared? How do you prepare yourself in the event of incursion upon your camp? Are you going for weapons? Are you going
weapons.
to flee?
No. Halvar is not fleeing. I'm at 13 HP. This is the most healthy I've been in a long time. I'm quite ready for whatever's coming. So I will walk up to the willows and use my axe to like push the willow branches and leaves aside a little bit to get a look at what's coming for me.
And sure enough, approaching down the brook is another human. A hunter. Looks much the match of the 3 you slew not 2 days ago. Clad in boar skin with the bronze helm, wielding a spear.
Just the one?
Trudging up the brook, presumably scenting out your trail or following the smoke that's now visible in the dawn.
I know what I'll do.
You spot him before he sees you. I think he's like, his head's down.
I will go back and hoist Henry up. I'll put one of Henry's arms around me and my other arm up underneath him and sort of like drag him to the where the willow branches are and sort of prop him up and then like, open the branches with the axe so the axe is like forward and in full view and say loudly to the person, "Are you here looking for Henry?" And then like motion to the semi-eaten, very dead person with my battle axe. "He could use some company. He has not been the greatest of conversationalists since I ate his tongue. Come, join us for dinner and conversation."
You speak. What good?
"I would love to speak to you too. Come inside," I say, and I motion with my axe towards the willow tree.
He shouts up the creek, as if mustering courage. What be you, creature? You ogre or troll?
"I am Halvar, the half-man."
You desecrate this land. Cannibalism wanton poaching.
Poaching?
Yeah.
I cannot poach on my own land. Would you like to take it from me? Henry wanted to take my land from me, but he's changed his mind now, haven't you, Henry? And I will, saying that, lean over and bite his shoulder and, rip a little bit of shoulder meat off and chew on it while I chat with this new invader.
I swear that I will slay you, half man. And the hunter points his spear point at you up the slope. You are shrouded in willow boughs, willow leaves, willow branches. They drape over your shoulder. Do you keep the corpse?
I keep Henry next to me.
On your shoulder?
Yeah. I was probably also leaning on my hip a little bit with the weight, so I will then try and slowly shuffle towards this man holding Henry and my axe.
Roll a perception check.
26.
Okay. Yeah. He probably also shouts a warning, but you spot him sort of so he calls you out, points his spear at you, and then lowers himself for a charge. He steals his courage.
I would like to
before beginning to run up the bank.
I would like to do a step back while pulling Henry into me to use him as a shield to cover the front of my body. So hopefully
they have items for that. They're called a shield. Roll a initiative. Let's just roll it that way.
All right.
And cue the battle music.
Not the Hermit Hut music anymore. Let's do battle music.
Yeah.
So many battle tracks to play now. It's great. All right, I roll a 10 for the initiatives. What do they roll? He rolls. It rolls.
I think you beat them. Oh, no, does a charge improve your initiative by 2?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, he charges you down. He gives a snort and called upon you to raise up your shield, beast, and he's coming to slay you. So you've got time if you wanted to have strapped on your shield before combat or done
I'm using
preparation. But
Henry is my shield here. I don't know if I can set to receive charge with Henry. Is that a thing?
No.
Okay.
No, you could use Henry's spear to set to receive charge, but I don't think that's
But I can't use him as the shield of my body.
Maybe some minor cover in some circumstances, but I think in this case, a shield would be more effective.
Okay.
Maybe you would have thought that the corpse of his comrade would deter him, but I don't think it does.
Unfortunate. Brave man, not afraid of hurting his friend. Yeah. It will be a good battle.
So he charges you. The bonus for charge is only +1 to hit, right?
+2 to hit, unfortunately.
+2 to hit?
Yeah.
11 is still not enough, am I correct?
No, 14 is the number to roll.
Okay. So he misses with the charge, but his shield collides with you. Roll and let me think. I think I'm just gonna have it do a D4 damage, and he rolls a 4.
Ooh. Oh, so there goes that one
knocks the wind out of you.
temp HP. And a 3 HP wound.
I think it's probably either or, right? With a shield punch, shield rush, either you go to moves, or either you go to push someone, or you go to deal damage.
Mm-hmm.
Not both, right? So yeah, doesn't yeah. So you just take the damage, which is reduced by 1 by your from your boar skin. So 3 damage, which is only recorded as a 3 damage wound.
Right, and the temporary HP peels away one of those, so it's a 2
you use your temp
wounds?
HP first. Right? I think
2 HP
I think that's how it's got to be.
Yeah, otherwise what does temp HP do?
And then he... Okay, so shield punch, and I think it's your go.
Excellent. I drop the body, grab the Bowie knife with my offhand, and make a roll to hit. I'm gonna slash with my hand axe, with my battle axe. Ooh, and I will slash.
You can't have both. You had a body. You were carrying a corpse.
Right, can't I draw a weapon?
Drop the corpse and draw a weapon. You can't draw both.
Right, but I already had my hand axe in my hand, my battle axe in my hand, right? I was using it to open.
A battle axe and a corpse. All right.
I was a battle axe in right hand, corpse in left arm.
Sure. Okay, you drop the corpse, draw a dagger, make both attacks. Go for it.
Ah, no good. Might have frenzy next round.
1 sec. 11. Yeah. Okay. All right. Is that 2 misses?
Mm-hmm.
And let's roll initiative.
All right. 1d8.
Do you fight underneath? Do you back into the tree, or did you push him out?
I guess I'm right at the tree line. Yeah, I'm probably inside the trees. He's probably outside the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Or the branches, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You stand your ground then?
Mm-hmm.
So you've got like leaves draped over your shoulders.
Yeah.
And he goes first. First attack with a spear. A 9 is a miss. Second attack comes at the end of the round. So go ahead and...
I was actually gonna frenzy this round, but I rolled initiative for axe. Can I just keep frenzy?
Fine. You can frenzy.
Sure, I'll just frenzy then.
Anything in particular you want to declare? I think frenzying in combat doesn't really require much narrative justification, but...
I think at this point it's like ducking and weaving and like, trying to, in boxing you've got punchers and boxers, and the boxers are sort of dancing around. In this case, that's what I'm doing. I'm sort of dancing around, moving my weapons about to deflect blows coming, but working myself into a rapid moving frenzy of everything.
He goes to spit at you, and you duck and weave your head out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And he snorts, and you face off. I guess you're holding the ground, right? Or maybe, yeah.
I don't know if I'm holding the ground. I'm happy to give ground right now during this frenzying build-up where I'm moving about. So if he wants to invade my personal space, I'm comfortable with that. That's only helps me get more frenzy.
I think you duck and weave and circle around the tree even, and you square off in the clearing inside. That's the end of the round. Let's roll initiative again.
Roll initiative. 1d10 plus 4. Now I'm ready to attack.
And that's at least a tie. So you can go. Let me check spear initiative. But you can make your attack.
Sure. 5 for a short spear.
Okay, so then you go first.
I will slash with my axe. Oh my god, natural 1. Saving throw versus death is a 14 or higher, 0 successes.
I think he blocks it with his shield or hooks it on the shield or something. It gets tangled up in the shield, and you are disarmed. Let's roll opposed strength checks to see. Oh, he nails it. So I think he disarms you.
Oh no, that's okay. I still have my
knife, which you're gonna make an attack with.
I will slash him with the knife, which is no good. And at the end of the round, I will frenzy attack with the knife again. At the end of the round.
All right. He hasn't gone yet, has he?
No.
He hits with a spear. Have you hit him yet? I don't think you have.
No. No,
Okay.
I have not.
Um,
Today is not a good day for dice.
only 3 points of damage with a spear, reduced by 1 to 2.
Okay.
And I think that's it. He will make a. He goes to like shove you with his shield, that you, and then you've got your extra attack with a knife. So resolve that.
Bloody attacks. My extra attack comes here. 1d20 plus 1. 17. That'll do it. 1d4 plus 2 minus 1. For 3 damage.
3 points of damage. And he returns 1 point back to you. However, this has like disarmed his quills. Yeah. And then he's okay, still standing. And next round, right?
Next round, indeed. 1d10 plus. I just have my Bowie knife, so I'll roll it plus 2, 8.
He wins, misses with the spear, lunging,
I wanna.
and then goes to headbutt you,
Ooh.
which is a miss. Maybe could, depending on your retaliation, could provoke some. So actually, that would have been at the end of the round, anyways. But it's gonna miss.
So
you can,
What I
Go
want to
ahead.
do is I want to find a way to grapple him from behind. Like, can I ready an attack so ready an action so when he lunges, I like dart past him to like try and grapple him from behind? Because I don't want to like grapple face to face. I want to somehow like grapple from the back so I can bite him in the neck and stab him in, from the front while my arm.
Okay.
I don't know how you want to mechanize that though.
I think it's going to come down to an attack roll in any case, and so you're trying to like get behind him and grapple him.
Yeah. That's the idea.
I think no matter what, you're going to provoke an opportunity attack if you're trying to like close with an armed opponent.
Okay.
Unless you want to try disarming him first, which I don't know that you're particularly skilled at.
No. I was hoping maybe to try and maybe give him a bonus to hit or something when he tries to attack me for me like moving behind him. I can take an attack of opportunity too. Whatever floats your boat. But I do want to try to at least get behind him.
I'll allow an opposed dexterity check to maneuver in like single combat. That seems fair enough. He doesn't do well. You do even worse. Fumble and no one gets the upper hand. No, I think just take your attacks as normal.
All right. Then I'll just make my
your dagger. Oh, you lost your battle axe, right? So you've just got your dagger, and then what do you do with your offhand?
Well, does the 12 hit?
A 12 does hit. It does not hit with the shield unless you didn't use any special attack.
No, I was just trying to regular stab him. So
actually, I probably need to buff the way stab works, but stabbing can pierce through armor to some extent, but not relevant in this case. He has 11 plus a shield, so that's a miss.
Okay. Then I guess I have to make another attack, and I will aim a kick for his shins, or maybe I try and kick his feet out from underneath him. I prefer to kick his feet out from underneath him. Yeah, so can we call this a trip?
Yeah. I feel like there has to be opportunity attacks for this stuff, right? Because there's skills you take to avoid these sorts of opportunity attacks.
Right. So I feel like if I'm going to kick his feet, he should get an opportunity attack. That makes sense.
No, right?
That's the only thing that makes sense.
Then you also went to tackle him.
Well, I didn't get behind him, so I gave up my tackle.
Is it even an opportunity attack at +4 if you're making an unarmed attack versus an armed opponent?
The character must be armed with a weapon that has an ability to trip someone's leg. I guess if I'm using
you can totally do a trip with the foot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just going to do attack roll and then opposed strength checks.
Well, rules as written, opportunity attacks with unarmed stripes provoke opportunity attacks at +4 to hit and damage.
So I think you'll really need to think about taking an unarmed attack.
Yeah.
Like style, whatever.
But if I don't, then I give up my rage, and I'm not comfortable giving up my rage. So,
your rage? What do you mean?
My frenzy.
Yeah. You have to. The frenzy is mandatory, and if you don't make a choice, that's what I say. If you don't make a choice in a satisfactory manner, I reserve the right to take that frenzy attack and use it against your will.
Right. So if you don't
make this kick attack, then I would be like, all right, your round's up. You were supposed to make a frenzy.
Yeah.
The frenzy. That attack is to bite yourself. Roll the hit.
I will.
So you make the kick. He misses his opportunity attack. You're within his reach. So you could also do that tackling maneuver you were describing from the front instead. But anyways,
I specifically want to be behind him. So in this case, I'll just go for the trip. So I'll kick at his feet. 9 is not good enough though.
It is not, and there's no bonuses to hit. No, I think it's just
okay. Next round.
Wash. Next round.
I'm gonna try and recover my battle axe on this round, if possible.
3. Yes, you can do that. You can, yeah. Is that your stab? So I think you can make your stab with your knife. You can pick up the battle axe, but you can't attack with the battle axe.
Sure.
You also have a frenzy, though.
Right. So I will start with the slash, which is an 8, no good. I'll pick up the battle axe. And now the battle axe has either my dagger was my offhand and remains my offhand, so I can make another attack with it, or it becomes my primary hand. And now that I picked up my battle axe, that is my offhand. I think
I'll allow an attack with the battle axe, even though I said I wouldn't.
Right.
But that's going to be your frenzied attack at the end of the round.
Yes.
Which would have been a hit, but you jumped the gun.
Yeah.
But it's fine. Let me see if he does hit with his spear.
Uh-oh.
For 5, 6 damage, reduced by 1 to 5.
-5. All right. Massive wound here.
And then frenzy attacks go off. I think I'll let your axe go off before his second attack.
Well, do you want me to re-roll it then? I jumped the gun.
No, you can keep the 13. It's a hit.
1d8
damage.
plus 5 now. 8 points.
8 points. It is reduced by 1. There are no more quills, however.
I will have to investigate these quills at some point in the near future.
Not necessarily.
Are you kidding? I want quills. I will need them at some point.
All right, he still stands. That was the end of the round, wasn't it?
Yes. Beginning of the next round. I am near to dead.
But he was supposed to get an attack, which he misses. And then initiative.
12.
Ooh, 5. He goes first. Miss with his primary. You get your first attacks.
First attack with
did you ever roll your d8 to see how long you frenzy for?
Ooh, you're right. I did not. I always forget to roll that. 1, so I would have need to make a willpower check. 1d20 plus 7, which I would have passed. And then I did a second round of... That was last round, so I have to make a willpower check for last round as well. So this round I'm not frenzied anymore.
Right? So just make your double attacks.
Perfect. Okay. Battle axe, here we come. 1d20. I'm gonna go ahead and slash, so I'll get a +1 to hit and a -1 to damage. Ooh, 11's no good.
Ooh,
Same thing with the dagger. +1 to hit, -1 to damage. No good.
11 to hit, and now his shield is still in the game. You have a shield, don't you?
No, I was
Oh, you
holding.
use it?
Yeah, I didn't equip the shield. Instead, I tried to scare the guy off with a dead body.
Yeah, that's fine. I think it's only 1 AC if you're not skilled in it, correct?
2?
2?
3 with the proficiency?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's it. You're not frenzied. So I think we're going into another round.
Mm-hmm. Whoops,
Roll
that's not right.
slow.
1d10 plus 4. I also roll slow. Maybe
12,
not.
but I think a spear is 5, you're 4, so you rolled an 8 as well.
All right, 1d20 plus 1 again with the slash, and I will taunt him now, saying things like, "You have really wanted to join Henry. We will be very happy to have you. I miss the taste of human tongue." But I make a 20 plus 1.
I think a 12 is a miss. A
There we
14
go.
will hit with your dagger.
Dagger, and that is going to be at plus 4 to damage, 5 minimum damage.
Just enough. Let me roll a willpower check, which he fails, and he dies.
Nice.
Here
And
in your in this beneath the willow tree, in your little clearing.
Halvar is not doing
Yeah.
well. He's at 2 HP again. This is not good. So he's standing here over these dead bodies, looking between Henry and this new guy who's definitely Joseph. And it's like, Henry and Joseph, while I do enjoy our time together, I would like some peace and quiet while I gather my thoughts. Maybe we should go deeper into the woods. And I will say goodbye to Henry, grab Joseph by the ankle, pick up any of my other gear that I had left under the willow tree, and I'm going to spend a good half day or so walking further away from the road in Bobstown. I want to get, deeper into the wilds where these frickin' hunters won't keep coming after me, because if I get 3 days of rest and then I'm back down to where I was before, I'm making no progress here. I need to get ahead. And Joseph is how I get ahead. He is my food while I wander into the wilderness.
Okay. Roll. Let's resolve the saving throw versus spell now, I guess, if you're planning on more cannibalism.
Every time. 1d20 greater than 17. 0 successes.
Fail. So you're exchanging 1 max HP for 1 temporary HP. I'm trying to think if that will replenish all of it. Is it a 2 for 2 thing in this case? For now, we'll do it. I reserve the right to nerf in the future, but for now, you'll have 2 temporary HP, and your max HP will drop to 22.
Okay.
Permanently.
That brings me to shit HP.
And let's see if you can not get lost in the woods. Roll your closest check with probably a -2 because it's related. Like roll a tracking at -2 to navigate these hills.
31.
A 20. So yeah.
Joseph and Henry, they knew the way. And now that I've eaten their hearts, I know the way.
Totally. Right. And you move overland. And yeah.
This time, when I make my hut, I have a new plan. None of this above ground bullshit. I'm going to find a divot in the ground, a low spot, and then I will try and use my axe and my Bowie knife to dig it out enough that I could cover it with things and lay down and be fine. And then I will bring Joseph in and we will sleep like that. And during the day, I'll dig out the pit deeper and cook and eat and everything and cover it back up at night and sleep like that.
You're going to dig yourself a little ogre hole. Great. You eat of your long pig. Do you cook the long pig?
I would like to cook the long pig, but it's a factor of do I have enough time to make a fire by the time I find a suitable place? If so, definitely eat the long pig. If not, or cook. If not, I'll eat raw the first day.
Um, well, of course you eat his liver raw, right? And then you use that to fuel your energy while you drag him over hills and.
I don't know. I don't really like liver. I don't think. Maybe that's just Neal's aversion to it. It doesn't sound delicious. You keep going right for the liver, and I'm uncomfortable with that.
Okay, what about his heart?
Yeah, I will eat his heart.
The heart. Okay,
there we go.
Yeah, that's totally that's the source of this curse. The man hearts.
No, somehow liver just like weirds me out. Any of the organs other than the heart, just like why would you eat lungs or kidneys or gallbladders or heart or livers? You know, it's just
got to become the orc. You know? All right. Let's see. You can get there, and that's like a good afternoon trudge.
Mm-hmm.
And you find this hill that you're going to dig out into your creepy cave.
Mm-hmm.
Got your body with you. Do you start a fire out here?
If possible.
If I have time. And you needed to. It's fine. You got dry brush. Yeah.
I will cook.
Actually, no.
Chips,
I mean,
no?
I don't want to just give away fire. I think you should have to roll.
Okay, so I'll spend that first night just like making a shelter.
Well,
I have my rope.
You rolled that natural 20 on the last check, so we can just let that ride. So you can get your camp set up with the fire going. We'll see how well you dig it out later.
I will settle into rest, still thinking of the goblins I have to slay, but also thinking about maybe swearing an oath against all of these frickin' boar warriors, because they keep fucking up my goblin slaying, you know? And so maybe I need to... God, I'm gonna have like... Can I put a jihad on these guys too?
I don't know how many oaths you can have. I think only one active oath is probably the way to go. But we can reevaluate next session.
All right.
Alas, the goblins lay unslain. You will gain an additional 225 experience from slaying that fool in single combat.
Right, that brings me to 1375.
And I think we can just rest you to full.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, you do have, when you sleep, you continue to have these visions, these dreams of your feral life as a wild boar.
These
charging running free through the woods.
These are good omens as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, they're good omens. You feel the spirit of the boar inside of you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But beside the boar is also the spirit of these men whom you've eaten, heart and soul. You should have 22 max HP, not 23.
That is correct. I have updated on my hard sheet, but not my soft sheet.
Okay, cool. And then you'll have 2 max HP, and then over the course of, so you can get 3 a day.
Mm-hmm. I'm down 20, so I need 7 days.
So you'll rest a week in your new camp. For next episode, we can have you describe what your horrifying little orcish hidey hole looks like. Do you level up?
No, I'm still 625 away.
Yeah. Succeeding in an oath, or filling an oath, or hitting a milestone or something would tip you over the line. I also have added, since you last looked at this, mercenary mode, where you would gain experience for acquiring treasure, which is an old AD&D rule. But
I don't see it.
You have. I think you've got life. Well, you recovered. No, you didn't get your gold back from the goblins.
Gain 1 XP for each silver piece obtained. Nice.
I don't know if I would. I don't know. I think I'm fine dipping into the different XP systems in this test campaign. I think in general, it's probably better to have your goals clearly defined from the start. Like, here's how we're doing XP for this campaign. But
yeah, but I think we've been at this shit for a long time, and we're pretty flexible and understanding of each other's rules. So implement and remove as we see fit. Sounds good to me.
Cool.
I
So
presently have
level you
0
up.
gold though, and 0 silver. But at some point I had gathered 18, so I don't know if you. No, maybe not retroactively. That seems unfair.
No, and you got it stolen, so you lost that experience.
Yeah, and also 18 XP is, not significant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. Yeah. So yeah, you'll rest up. We'll pick up here next time, fully healed, although a little more worse for the wear.
Yeah.
Changed, some of your natural HP for some a temporary fullness, but a hunger that will not subside.
But I do enjoy this long pig. Once I'm done with the goblins, we'll go to the queue of oaths that are stacking up. We'll get rid of these boar men, but goblins first. They're the most important threat. I've been driven back by goblins. How embarrassing is that? I can't reclaim my manhood until I have finished off these goblins. They are a blight on my honor, as far as I figure it. But that does bring us to the end of today's session.
Is there anything else to say?
Ooh. No. There's nothing else to say. We good for next week?
We should be, yeah. And Hobo on Sunday?
There will be a Homeward Bound this Sunday, yes.
Yes.
Yes, there will be a Rise of the Dragon Queen tomorrow and a Cuban Nights on Friday. We're doing somebody's flashback, but I don't know whose. And a Shenanigans on Saturday and a Homeward Bound on Sunday. It's going to be great.
Great. Well, thank you for watching. I think that's it. Are we signing off?
Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week for more Dicing with Death. Bye-bye.